Absolutely. Great defense. Plays that quick reverse card. He says, not me. It's going to be you who gets taken out this time around. And that was against all odds. Let's not forget, he was hit for white damage. No shield in that battle. On Frenzy Farms, though, outside of Risky Reels, it looks like we have a little bit of an engagement going down. It's Bucky. We saw Bucky go down before, and oh my gosh, he's going to make quick work of Simple with a better angle there on the battle. You can see 31 of the current players also competed in the FNCS Invitational Finals. That was the most recent major solo competition hosted by Epic, the official Fortnite competition that has most recently occurred.
Yeah, and that's what you're talking about. That's what you normally look at when you're looking at kind of a point, you're looking at a placement format. It's because 14 eliminations is what you need to equal a win. That is ridiculous. You got to think how hard it is to drop 14 eliminations on the best of the best players in your region when there's so many eyes on you. There's 94 people alive. There's only 5 that have gone down so far this game. So really looking for those big placement points. If you can be like P-God and pick up some early eliminations, that's great, but he didn't get the placement as Illest. Doesn't see this player who's lurking coming into Lazy Lake. I don't think Qua has dropped here. I think he's rotated through, but Illest having none of it. Like you said, trying to put that legendary compact SMG to use as Qua's now stuck in an awkward spot. You can't build here because of the half walls. They're skirting them. Illest jumping up and getting shots. Qua just looks like he's reeling, just can't kind of recover from that positioning, and that's all it takes. I talked about it in solos. He just mispositions, takes a fight up against the half wall where he can't build, and that's enough for him to lose it. He can't do anything, and he's just stuck.
That's it. Illest crowning himself the new king of Lazy Lakes. On the other hand, though, Booga is going to get into the box on Reverse 2K. We've already seen Reverse 2K go down once this time, and he's going to go down again. And it's not looking good. Game 1, Game 2 out of the window now for Reverse. And Booga finally secures himself some points. That's going to be one that he's going to desperately need because his Game 1 was nothing impressive either.
And Reverse, someone who has been performing really, really well recently. Obviously, had his kind of rise to prominence around World Cup, qualified for solos, had that legendary duo run with Ninja, almost managing to qualify. And since then, kind of, I feel like had a bit of a slump in between, didn't hear too much, but recently was a player that I had high expectations for, performing so well in solos and trios. And he goes down again, unfortunately. Not sure what's going on there. He reacted well, though. Booga had the crash pad, fell in through the roof. We've seen so much. Reverse managed to turn around and put the stare on his head to block it. So reacted well, but just... Kanata falls to Ronaldo. No, you know Ronaldo's screaming about that one. You know how good that must have felt for Ronaldo. Whether it feels good or bad taking down a friend, but Kanata goes down in game 2, and I don't think Kanata has many points on the board. We saw him go down early in game 1 as well. Ronaldo is definitely shouting about that one right now.
That's right. We'll be seeing you on the battle bus, buddy. But Ronaldo, man, one of the more exciting players I'm happy to see performing right now. It's his dream, basically, to continue to put up. And I don't think this player knows that he's in the bush.
Yeah, I think Sid would have taken the shots there, but maybe waiting for a better opportunity. Could have taken it, but he's got a very loud audio cue. That Pepper does make a loud audio cue, and so does that Bush. I feel like he's not going to get a better opportunity than the shots he just had, so playing a little bit passive here, not wanting to take the shots. Frat knows he's nearby, and he's too scared to move. Maybe Sid waiting for him to go in front so he can come in from behind, because he does have that Pepper for the increased movement, but no! Sid... He jumps down, Frat jumps into the bush, knows Sid's there, and Sid picks up the elimination. He gets the minis back as well, but I'm looking at the materials monster, I'm looking at the zone, I'm looking at everything. I don't know if that fight was worth it.
Things are going to catch up here, though. King looks like he found a big opportunity to slip in a couple shots here. And now he's going to be looking to engage onto this battle. It's Macwood, though. They're going to take this one into the storm. This is going to be an important one to commit to. You got to get it over with here and now. He's only got 2 chug splashes. Yes, he goes on in, and oh my gosh, Macwood nearly bails himself out of that sticky situation. The tactical shotgun versus the charge. It's so interesting to see them go down in the boxes because it's a matter of who catches the bigger opening shot. If you miss that charge, it's over. The tactical wins every single time.
Every single time, and Sundown was talking about it in the pre-show. There's a lot of pressure on Macwood today. He said it out there. He stated he is going for the highest earnings in NA East in online tournaments with Zexro, one of the players he's trying to overtake, not being here in the finals. But Zexro, watching from home, I guarantee is going to be smiling at that one. They are teammates, they are friends, but still he put a little bit of beef on the line, and there it is. Vibifies takes down Binky, who we saw Vibe go down last game, and Clicks picks up an elimination in the feed as well.
That's right, he took out COD Genesis there for NA East early on in that last game. He fell on that rotating zone coming into that mid game. He only picked up 7 points. This game drastically different than the last. No elims, and finally placement point gets divvied out there. 75 players down. Storm Surge is also active. He's finally gonna find some. Makes me eat my words there. Okay, put one on the board for P-God. Can he get 2 now?
Yeah, it's very hard, especially the crash pads as well. Crash pads will break the immediate buildings around you, but they will not break the tree if you fly up into it, which can cause a lot of issues. So yeah, blocks a lot of sightlines, like you said, though. So you can make smart rotates, kind of use those trees to hide, or you can kind of use a lot of your wood and use a lot of your resources to build walls and then refarm it back up. But we're getting two very similar zones, so you got to think about which areas this kind of favors those players that are dropping. Maybe Fortilla like Dubs, as Nobu Tragics falls to Jark, his first elimination of the game, and Jark having a really nice loadout. We haven't seen the floppers be too prominent in this current season, in this current meta, but Ronaldo last game, I saw him in Storm popping a few, so they can definitely be used to pick up a few more placement points, and Jark has a good loadout right next to Tabs as well, set up on a really good side of Storm.
Get a free rotate, but no, the opponent was actually looking to hop in on him, and oh my gosh, he's gonna get hit with a hunting rifle shot from the eastern portion, and no, he gets hit again. It's Nanolite.
Clix and Blake have been rotating very close together as well. We saw Stretched and Booga game 1, so a lot of these big names are dropping similar drops, and they're running into each other a lot, and they're having those big key interactions as Nexi trying to put that burst AR to use, as he's got more than enough ammo to take some shots, and he has that rotation. There it is, finds Keox, and the Harpoon, which with all the items we've seen at the moment, with the crash pads, with the peppers, with extra meds, not a lot of players carrying the Harpoons anymore, as he's just struggling to grab that extra loot, and there it is, finds that benefit of the massive material boost. 109 builds left now, and the 4 floppers, so he can swap out the Harpoon for those floppers. That was a really, really good investment there to carry that.
And here's the thing, if you guys watched Tayson's FNCS Invitational victory from the EU region, he banked on having a Harpoon and taking that through to the Victory Royale in the solo setting specifically. Solos, Harpoon is so good when you're in solos because you are allowed to refresh yourself. We're seeing that now 2 games back to back, even in Spike's loadout here. So I feel like we're seeing a nice classic shift in the loadouts and how things are going to work out. But Spike's in a world of trouble right now. He pulls half in, half out, but he also pulls the lobby's focus. And oh my gosh, the bailout, the get out of jail free card right there. He's going to land the big charge shot, and he's still in the game now.
Still in the game. You see those Harpoons ringing out, so I think he lost a lot of the loot that he would have gained from that one, but he is still alive. He does still have those crash pads, so fully expect Spike, when he finds someone here on a wall, to maybe go aggressive and try and get in and get that refresh. And now on the complete other side of things, looks like a completely different game. We have Skittles just set up in a nice breezy area, pretty far to rotate. There's quite a few people in front of them and around them, as Ronaldo and Rox also over here. And remember, Rox does have his hands on that mythic charge shotgun and the mythic shockwave launch, so someone I'm expecting to shape up this lobby, as Crip gets shaped out of the lobby and Skittles gets the elimination. Still 4 people to go down, Monster, until we even get our 2nd placement point. NA East is playing out so slow and so steady, just going for that consistency with the placement. As Jark, I don't think he does. He spots the launch pad and he's going to go up and try and recycle it, as everyone making their way to this half-half, which is already so congested. They're building a mini city here. Everyone trying to just find their spot, find their places. People are taking walls, taking fights, crash padding in. AJ finding this play on the back foot. SF on the back foot with 2 players on both of his walls. It is absolute pandemonium here, Monster.
It's looking like we're going to be shaping out to create a new top 10 right now. One of the few players I saw up there, though, Ronaldo was still in this game. Keep an eye on players like Coop, who was 3rd on the leaderboard, on the standings when we came into this. Blake's still in this game as well. So our top 3 still holding strong, gathering points, accumulating points right now, trying to hold on to the lead. They're not making it easy for the new competitors trying to step up and take this away. But it's Sid, though, with 4 points right now, who's getting active in the mid-game. He needs it, too. 8 builds his name. That means 80 material, guys. He can't get too far with that, even with the crash pads to rotate across. Okay, he's looking to set it up, though. He's trying to find anything he can. There's a little edit there, though, so he knows there was a player nearby. What is he going to do? He waits. Someone's in front of him. Okay, though.
Might have to pull out the crash pad. Oh, he hits it. He goes up into the sky, though. Unfortunately, the Harpoon, though, he goes to Harpoon the wall, and the player innocent. So he lands the Harpoon stow, opening up the wall at the absolute worst timing. Sid gets the Harpoon shot, and that's the mat refresh. That's what you have to watch for. Those players that have not much left, they need to have that aggressive play. They need to get something, and they claw their way back into it as Dubs hits the sky in top 10. Bully, I'm seeing Jark, so many big names still in this, but you talked about earlier, Monster, the trees. They're trying to land, but the trees are blocking them, as Clix is now making his way up onto high ground in a beautiful position. Ronaldo making his way through. P-God, Bucky, this is going to be a who's who endgame, and it's going to break down fast.
And because of those trees, and now a vertical city has been created right beyond that landscape there. We'll see how that's going to handle this lobby here, how it's going to create the layer congestion. But moving forward, though, Coop still looking for some action in the low ground. He's facing his way back to the storm. I love what he's doing right now. He still has to cross, though, so he's got a lot of seconds before the clock's going to continue to push here. Those crash pads are going to be put to use by other players. They're going to recycle them. Coop sitting a little too long back here, though. Now comes the pressure of the storm. He jumps in for the loot. Yes, he needs it desperately. And no, he gets caught on the back line. With the floppers, though, he's going to be able to sit in zone for a couple more seconds. Will he have enough to get out, though? Now it's going to be the key opportunity for him to hopefully find a frag here when he needs it most. Rotating his way in. Barely any materials. Just 40 left now. This is it. Things are getting cooking here, and yes, he's gonna find one. It's onto Skittles now, and that's gonna be just enough. He's gonna have to edit his way out. We're gonna be catching up soon, though. There's 25 players in the lobby right now. That's another placement that should be getting out. It's gonna be onto King there, Aussie. It's still going.
No.
These are a lot of points.
God.
Oh my gosh, the flick.
Coop fights his way back into it. I was going to say the Siphon came in a millisecond on time. He went down to 50 health in Storm, which means he just got the Siphon before the next tick went through. So Coop going down, but a phenomenal performance back against the wall to pick up, I think, 3 or 4 eliminations, as D-Roller already having 3 on the board as well, pushing forward. He's got the cabbages, got 11 builds, so a bit more than we saw what he does. He jumps down, finds the elimination, and then we see Aegis take down Booga as well. D-Roller just making his way through this one, trying to roll through the lobby like Monster alluded to earlier as Dubs goes down. So I've seen a lot of players go down who are in this top 10 scenario. D-Roller just set up in his box. He's got the cabbages. He has 2 crash pads. I don't know if he's going to go for Hype Monster or if he's going to go into a box.
That is true, and you saw P got there as well, still getting points, but yes, the shockwave goes out. Hold up, though. Clix is battling up for height right now against Kaz, and I think Clix has got it, but no, now it's going to be a battle of who can hold it. You see the builds there. Someone's trying to hold on to height. It's the Roller. He's manages to make his way all the way up to the top, and he's got the biggest refresher you could ask for. 900 medium ammunition, heals to go with it, and some materials as well. This could be his game, and this could be a monster game. There's less than 10 people left in the lobby, though, and he already has 4 eliminations. Can he make it 5 here, Aussie? He's looking for anything. He is desperate to take home this victory, to prove to the rest of the community here at the NA East region that he is someone to be feared. On the low ground, though, Clix has got a lot to prove as well. The bailout, the second point there, the follow-up elimination, and he still has the refresher too. So he has just enough mats, though. He's going to keep it going. Great layer change here.
Farms down the tree to get those extra builds, and D-Roller has to make something here. If you have this loadout, if you have high ground, you've been given everything. You need to prove that you are here for a reason, that you can close out games like this as there's 3 players alive. Clix falls to Class. D-Roller making his way down. 5 builds left. The 1v1, Nobu Divine. We've seen it so many times before. D-Roller jumping his way down. We get the wide to see what we missed as Class takes down Clix, and there it is. D-Roller taking down Nobu Divine. He falls there. The shockwave launcher does come out on top. We're going to have the analyst to break down what we missed just there, because that was a ridiculous endgame.
So I think the biggest thing to note here is, what does the pace look like right now with 2 games played? First place is averaging 13 points, and that's because Blake, falling at 46 there, is going to really limit his potential to push up. He was only able to secure himself 3 points coming through.